Hello everyone, my name is LMIA Immigration Solutions. My video today will be extremely short, and what I will be talking about is types of work permits. I have gotten lot of emails regarding and messages regarding I just want to come to Canada, work and live in Canada. It's a great idea, and I am more than happy and willing to help you. But that is not how it works. So you just cannot pick up your bag and say, okay, I'm coming to Canada to work in Canada. Unfortunately, there are programs in place for you to be able to come into Canada as a foreign national in the first place. So if you're coming to Canada, if your intention is to come and work legally in Canada, I'll tell you for sure, is either to get an open work, is either you have an open work permit or you have a LMIA work permit or your postgraduate work permit. And postgraduate work permit, you have to actually be in Canada or have graduated in Canada. So having said that, to come into Canada to work as a foreign national, if you're not living in Canada, you need an LMIA work permit. So this is how the LMIA work permit works. You need to get a job offer. You need to have an employer. Your employer is the one that would apply for an LMIA for you. So once your employer gets a positive LMIA is the labor market impact assessment. So what that does is you're telling Canada, or your employer is telling Canada that, oh, hey, I've searched everywhere in Canada, I could not find anybody to give this job to, so I find this foreign national qualified for this position and I'm willing to hire this foreign national. So once your employer has done that, then your employer, if after being assessed, found that they find it genuine or they find it reasonable enough for them to get a foreigner to take the position, then your employer will get something called the positive LMIA. So once your employer get a positive LMIA, so that is what you need to apply for a work permit. That is the so once you get that and you apply for your work permit, that LMIA, that positive LMIA, gives you the stepping stone to applying for a work permit. Then you can now legally or apply for work permits to come into Canada to work legally. Unfortunately, that LMIA work permit or that LMIA given to you is just for that particular employer. So for example, if you come to Canada and you're working for the employer, for one reason or the other you think you cannot, you want to leave the employer and you want to find somebody else, your new employer have to apply for another LMIA for you. So that's another case, and that's another scenario for another time. But as a foreign national, the only way you can work in Canada is by first of all getting a job. And I'll say this, I do not work with any employment agency. I cannot get anybody a job. I cannot get anybody a job. Please, I have seen emails saying, please, I'm an engineer. This is my resume. I've seen I get resumes on a daily basis. I don't even open it, unfortunately, because there's nothing I'm going to do with it. I can get you a job. I cannot get you a job. I don't have an employment agency. I do not work with any company, so I cannot get you a job. I've seen people get a job as foreign nationals legally through the job banks. So I'll suggest go through the job bank, www.jobbank.gc.ca. You can apply, build in your resumes. There are a lot of employment agency out there too, foreign workers employment agency. Search for them, find them, register with them. That will give you a hedge over everybody doing it on their own. And the other work permit is the open work permit. So the open work permit are for people whose spouses are already in Canada on a temporary resident visa. So for example, if your wife or you as a husband is in Canada working on going to school on a student visa, then the spouse can actually come to Canada on an open work permit visa. So what an open work permit does is it gives you the permission or the leverage to work anywhere. You're not restricted to a particular employer. So you can work with any employer. You can work anywhere and just submit a resume and say, hey, I'm looking for a job. Obviously, both the LMIA work permit and the open work permits, they all have expiration dates. And same thing goes with the graduate work permits too. Usually if you finish a program, if the program is 2 years or 3 years, your postgraduate work permit is going to be within that period of time as well. So this is all the time I have today for work permit. Send me an email if you have any question. I'm going to leave my contact information after this video, and just get hold of us and we will see how much we can help. Sorry I cannot reply all emails. I do rely on you guys to watch the video. I do rely on you guys to do some bit of research, but I cannot respond to messages saying, oh, I need information on how to do this, how to do that. Ask me specific questions, ask me detailed questions, and I will get back to you. Thank you all for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for all the messages. I do appreciate some of your comments, and I'm grateful. I hope I can be of help to you, and I hope this video is helpful as well. You can always call me. You can always still send me an email. I try to respond to emails as much as I can, and I will see you on the next video. The next video is going to be about study permits. See you guys later. Bye.